Trying to, woo, there's too much yarn here. Okay. Hello.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow.
The Adventures of Liz and Rebecca.
I think it's not just, I'm like, is the camera tilted more? No, I'm just coming in really close. Hello. Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm trying to get back where you are. You're like, I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in looking like it's going to be a decent day, Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
I feel weird being this far away from the table. How do you do this? Okay. Apologies for many things right now. I was just thinking as I laughed really loudly, what these mics have proved to us, this is the second set of mics that we're just experimenting with. So I am not the quiet sister. I am not. I go into stage mode when we film, which means like I have to turn the volume way down because of me when I edit before we put these up. So, and we're filming late today, so we will see what we get through because we just had someone yank on the door and say, we just need to get some stuff on the way out of town. It was 9 o'clock. It was just after 9. And we thought
they already knew what they wanted.
They knew what they wanted and had come back to grab it. And they walk in and go, well, fall colors.
They were delightful.
They were lovely people.
It was quicker than...
We had one of those moments of, oh no, this is going to take an hour. And then it was lovely. They were lovely. We found some things for them. I was trying not to be anxious, but I was coming off a little anxious, and it was lovely. So
we got them.
Thank you all. We got them hooked up, but that means it is 9:25 right now almost. And so we're going to show you what we can and still have time to open. My eyelid's twitching again, Liz. There's been a lot going on lately, which you all don't need to know about. But I'm like calm, but eyelid twitchy, which means I'm not totally calm.
If you don't tell anybody your eyelid's twitchy, no one will notice.
It's
not like your eyelids going up and down.
What it feels like inside. Did you see the reel I sent you that was like, what I see when I'm knitting? And I'm looking down at my knitting and it's do, 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 do. And it's like what my knitting sees. And it's like, I'm trying to count. And like, that's how I feel on the inside right now is, again, sorry, I'm not the quiet sister.
I'm not either, but you know.
No, but you're really not.
I know.
No, I mean, you really are when we film. I'm backwards today. Okay, so we had our third virtual. This is really fun, but it's really, I'm clanging.
I discovered that unless I want to play with it, I need to clip it on my dress because
it jangles too much.
It jangles too much.
I'm jangly now. Okay, I'll talk about that in a second.
All the jangles.
Oh, see, I have enough jangles. I don't have a thing. Anyway. Are we distracted a little? I had a cavity filled yesterday, so I'm a little sore over here, and I was all numb yesterday. We should film sometime when I'm numb. That'd be funny.
Maybe. It's one of those days.
Oh, it's going to be a day. Okay. So we had our third virtual session, and I was of our classes on top-down colorwork sweaters. Here is my lovely Avena that I am wearing today, that a lot of people are making with our little make-along, our autumn make-along. I'm going to get overheated and pull it off soon, but I'm also going to try on the other sweaters I'm making during this make-along, so I will cool off maybe. You can still purchase all the sessions even if you haven't attended the first 3, and you get video recordings of the first 3. So that's pretty cool. I'm also recovering from the panic of this weekend because since I tore out and redid the top of my Koivua, I was still knitting like the sweater I was supposed to be separating on camera on Sunday, and I came just short of sleeve separation, but I still did sleeve separation for everybody. But I was a little like, I'm still gathering myself from the panic of this weekend. Yes, but it still went very well, I think. Yes. Even like I work well under pressure, I have found. Doesn't mean I should always be under pressure. Doesn't mean it's good for my nervous system, but I tend to do okay under pressure. So, anyway, how was your weekend, Liz? She was hanging out on Zoom with me for a good chunk of it. So,
well, there was Sunday, and no, Sunday was good. Sunday, I decided to start Project 183 on needles. We'll see which
Are
one
you
of
ever
the
finishing any?
183
Like,
you ever get done.
I know. I was gonna say we keep adding to this tally. Have you ever finished anything? You have because you wear
I haven't
things.
Finished anything lately because I'm trying to work on Christmas too, and I've decided that this was the last thing I'm going to start, and I'm probably not going to work on it much because I've got to get back to Christmas presents and knitting and crocheting.
I haven't even. Yeah. Go ahead.
I knit.
Christmas might be dry for me this year.
Whole ball of the new Noro that we got in. It is Rika.
Oh, these are both attached. I'm sorry. I thought I was, because the tag is still on it. I thought I was pulling one that you haven't started with yet.
Nope.
We can talk about the yumminess that is this, or today, tomorrow, a little bit of both. So remind us again, when did you get this or start this project?
Started it Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. She started this Sunday morning. It is Tuesday. Do you need help? Of course not.
Well, maybe the back.
I mean, well, get your hair out of the way. It's not out of the way, but that's okay. There we go.
Okay. So,
what sweater pattern is this roughly based on?
It's the Il Grande Favorito. There's no roughly.
Okay, because sometimes you adapt it, like slice it down the front.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Does the Il Grande Favorito have
you pick
knits
up for the neck?
Okay.
Neck.
I see pearls in the front.
Yeah, I put the little pearl, like one of the.
You made a little. Oh, you followed the pattern for one of the variations.
It was a project. It was a project that I had seen
It's cute.
A while ago because everybody on the projects for Il Grande Favorito is like, it's a sweatshirt. And it does. It feels very sweatshirt, comfy, whatever. And so somebody had taken and done just a little bit of purling.
Like a V or a rectangle or it looks like a V. Yeah.
Yeah, a little V of pearls in the front so that it looks more like a classic sweatshirt. And so I was like, oh, I'll do that. Even though, you really can't see it because
I see it from this side.
From the side,
because the texture and the color change, and it would show up even more on a solid. But that is pretty.
So
that is really pretty. Is the torso almost done?
Probably,
because she likes short torsos.
More. But, so Sunday I stayed up later than I should have because I was like, I want to get sleeve separation. And then I was like, but I only have this tiny little bit of yarn left. And I
got to sleeve separation.
Sleeve separation, and then 2 inches passed.
Ta-da!
Yeah. So, and then last night, the only thing I did last night was get my sleeve set up for sleeves.
For sleeves.
And then I'll go back and finish the
So do you have needles on both sides?
No, I put
there's a barber cord on that side. Okay. I didn't know if you had both sleeves set up to go. Like, woo!
So the okay. There we go. Thank you. That's the only thing I worked on this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But
your hair's caught on your name tag. There we go. We had a request.
Everybody want this is my baby shower dress. It's got bats. And
let's clarify. You wore it to someone else's baby shower.
I wore it to someone else's baby shower.
I just wanted, just in case someone went, what?
Yeah. So, and the bats have lace work on the wings.
Now, question, because is the lace work? It's printed lace work. It's not printed, like when you held it up on Knit Night, it almost looks see through. So I was like, oh, it's see through. Where the lacy parts? What? No, it was just we had a really bright light behind you. I think
it has cobwebs
and too, cobwebs. I like it. It's super pretty. It's like vintage.
somebody last week when I worked, because I worked
Creepy.
Thursday and Saturday, somebody last week was like, "Oh, it's Halloween, you're close enough." And I was like, "Yeah, but with the roses on it, I feel like I could wear this in the spring because nobody's really going to notice the cobwebs, and the bats are just cute." So
awesome. Yay.
that's me.
That's you. That's it.
That's it.
Well, good, because no, so yeah, so you see what happened was, I think I told you all last week that I decided to rip back on the feather part of my Koivua so I could change the color dominance, and I'm really happy I did. But that meant Saturday's class, I was still getting to sleeve separation, and I had to talk to them and chat while I got to sleeve separation so I could show them sleeve separation. And then Sunday, I knit all morning. I knit like Saturday night until I collapsed because I was so tired. And then Sunday morning, like I had about 20 rows to go Sunday morning on my Goldwing. Don't worry, they're all coming to get to sleeve separation. And I got like 3 rows shy by the time we turned the cameras on. What that meant was I didn't have the meeting set up quite right, and everyone had to hang on. I felt that tickle coming, and I knew it wasn't going to go away. I tried to set up the meeting things once I opened it to put people in on mute, and it didn't work, so everyone had to learn how to mute themselves. I will set it up. I was not as like organized and streamlined as I have been for the first 2. But I did sleeve separation on camera for the Zoomers a couple rows early, and then I backed it out, and later that night finished sleeve separation or finished the color work. And it's amazing what like 2 rows of color work added to it. Like I love it. I got to sleeve separation. So yesterday I got my newsletter out, and then I rotated through my projects because the third one that I'm working on, the Mountain Mist, I'm going to show sleeve separation to this Saturday's class. And that one's not at sleeve separation yet. There was like 18 rows after the color work before you get to optional short rows and then be ready for sleeve separation. So I'm still working on that. But what I did yesterday around my dentist appointment is I was doing 2 rows of each project, and I was rotating through all of them. So I have 2 that are an inch or so past sleeve separation, and I have 1 that is getting to sleeve separation, and that is all I have worked on, are just these 3 things. So that's all I have to show you. So in some ways, this may be a shorter edition because A, we had shoppers in at 9, and B, we're focused on our projects right now. So, by the way, the Rika is not in the online shop yet, and I'm going to say we're going to talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
And the ups and downs of it, so you know what you're getting into. And I will try to have it online sometime tomorrow. But it's not online yet, and it may or may not go online today, what we have left in stock. So, all right. So
just so everybody knows, I did not bogart all of it.
No. You bought
3 balls.
3 balls? They come in bags of 6. So, I have my 2 bags full of my 3 projects here. And oh, I love this light so much. I've been using it for extra light at home. And we are almost out, but we have more coming in this week. So the Lumos lights are awesome. I wanted to do these in order from most done to least done, or least done to most done. So let's start with my Mountain Mist. And somewhere in here, I shouldn't have put that down yet, because somewhere in here I have barber cords for all of these. And before sleeve separation, I was saying this to the class on Sunday, some of them are going to be at the point where even on barber cords, they are not going to fit around your shoulders. Because the longest barber cord is 60 inches, and I haven't even measured around my shoulders, but I'm pretty sure it's more than 60 inches.
Because it's your shoulders and your arms.
Like, yeah, it's your bust circumference, and then add on 2 arms you know, and like needy or not, that's going to add a lot. So for many of us, you're going to need the barber cord and some of your needle. So keep them stuck on your barber cord and be really gentle with them. I tried to lay out my my Goldwing to take a picture of it with the barber cords. I needed more than the barber cords, and I couldn't get it to lay flat in a nice circle anymore because, believe it or not, the yoke, even though it seems like a circle, is kind of more of an oval-ish. It's not a perfect circle that can lay out flat once you get done with all of it. But somewhere in here, I have, is this the one? Yeah, I think this has got like all my leftovers because I've got sleeves on so many of my barber. So I've got a multitude of colors in here. So, and this is all I can find of my pink set. I think this is, no, actually this isn't my pink set. This is my fuchsia. So my pink set, which looks kind of salmon-y, I don't even know where it is right now. Yay, but I own a yarn shop. So, all right, so I'm going to use the orange one on this to show you all, and love my barber cords. Stick. The orange one is a little dried out from being outside of all the tins for so long. So I just have to be careful it doesn't pop off. But I've stuck it on the tip and I'm sliding it along, and if I ever have to yank a lot, I'm going to hold the connection. I was trying to do this on camera on Sunday and it was taking a lot longer, and I was just like, I'm going to see if I can get it around with just the barber cord, but it may not totally work. So again, if I have to pull down on the stitches on the barber cord, I'm holding where it's connected to the needle. That's what I found is kind of necessary. And let's see. Y'all saw this when I had a fewer rows knit on it, so it hasn't changed that much. I'm already getting really, really toasty in this Avena, Liz. Ooh, it came off just when I got it through. Yay! So I'm going to see if this is wide enough for my shoulders. If it doesn't sit right on my shoulders, because I don't want to waste y'all's time, just know that that doesn't mean this doesn't fit. It means that I've maximized how much space I have in my barber cords. By the way, without even thinking about it or telling you, I tied this in a knot. My equivalent, what I'm telling people, is kind of how you tie a balloon shut.
Yeah.
And hang on, my mic went with this. So hopefully, again, this is the other set of mics. Hopefully it works when there's fabric over it, because I don't know if I want to keep taking it off and putting it back on again. Okay, so this is on the barber cords, and see how it is a little, like, it's hard for me to put it out and show it all to you, right? Because the barber cords may be a little short. All this hair. Isn't that going to be pretty, though? I'm still not at sleeve separation. Like, the Mountain Mist has a short batch of color work and then a lot above and below it before sleeve separation. But I should have this separated by next week, so you can see more of it next week.
I'm loving the colors.
I know. And this is, woohoo! Yarn. Ugh, okay. No knitter has ever gotten stuck in their yarn before, right?
Nope.
Nobody can relate to that. Yeah, the colors, it's Friday Harbor. And it is 4 different colors, and it's beautiful. And we have someone who's walking up to the door, and we'll see if they knock on the door or if they go away. She seems, this may be, actually, you know what? That's my 10 o'clock. Can you ask her to find somewhere and come back in 20 minutes? I'm going to keep going with this because we really need to film right now and finish this for y'all. So, I'm listening to Liz talk to her. Okay, so so I'm gonna do, this is my Goldwing right now. This is my Goldwing, and this is how far that the color work has gone. And like I said, having that little extra bit of color work finished,
Oh, I love that.
is just absolutely amazing. And so I'm a little bit past sleeve separation. The rest of the sweater is going to be the teal. Like, it's mostly going to be this lovely teal color. And so I'm going to get this one. On the barber cords. And this color was meant to be my Mountain Mist set of barber cords. This is the Mauve. And I couldn't find, I was going to use the pink salmony ones for this. Can't find them. So I'm using the Mauve for this one. I'll pick another color for that one. So again, I've attached my tip, and I'm gonna, now that this is on the torso part, my torso is supposed to be only 47 inches or so. So this 60-inch barber cord should fit without too much hassle. And I'm just going to, again, when I have to stretch it out on the barber cord, I'm holding where it's connected to the needle. I found that is the biggest thing to guarantee success with these barber cords. So I think I'm at, like, I think it's the other sweater that's 288 stitches, but this is probably not far from it for what my stitch count is right now. And then I pop it off with my nail. And that's when you've got the stitches on your sleeves and on the torso, you have to make sure you're not tying your torso to your sleeves. And then,
I just realized I had my mic on when I went over to the door, so it might have picked up that whole conversation.
well, I didn't say very much, so maybe we'll cut that part out, and I will try to remember that when I'm editing later. But, oh, isn't this pretty? Is my back okay?
Your
yeah.
back is gorgeous.
Look at that! Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, and I can't. So, see it on the back, even though my hair is probably in the way. And hopefully you can hear me through the sweater. But isn't that gorgeous? That is just...
like, I love the fact that it flows so beautifully from top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know,
Juniper Steingass really designs really nice stuff. That is gorgeous. And the rest of this is going to be this teal color. It is going to be so pretty.
What one is that?
This is the Goldwing by Juniper Steingass. And I picked it because it did this mirror imaging thing. And for people who are worried about puckery, it's a little puckery up there. From a distance, A, you can't tell, and B, it'll block. It'll be gorgeous when it blocks. This is Ultra Alpaca. I'm so happy with this. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Okay, and because we have a lesson out there waiting in the sun, even though she could have taken a seat not in the sun. There's lots of seats out there, which is really good. This is my, I was going to say, this is my pièce de résistance, but that one is stunning. The Goldwing is stunning. I couldn't help it. I had to force myself to knit those because I want to be knitting this one because this is my Koivua. And they're all so different. It's,
and
so
the reason she wants to knit and had to force herself to knit the other ones is because the other ones are just plain knitting.
They're mindless.
This one is color.
This is color work. I'm having so much fun. Okay. So here we go. Here we go. So I'm just going to get this one on and talk about it for a second, and then we have to go help our lesson who arrived early and get set up and get moving. So, cause life, you know. And this one, the color work down here, I put in stitch markers for, it's a 6-stitch repeat, and I put in stitch markers for all of them. And so I have a ton of stitch markers on this one. And it doesn't get any bigger, so it's not like I'm marking and these are going to expand. The torso just stays the torso. Okay. Luckily, all of these are on different size needles, and I mostly remember in my head which size each one of them is. So I can get them back on the needles later. So I got it on here. I'm going to spread it out. Oh, it's lovely. So I have Patagonia for my main color, and then I have one color of Feederbrook Entropy DK for the yoke, and then I'm starting with another color for the body. Can you pull the back? That's one's being a little more fiddly. Look how pretty. That looks gorgeous. I still like my Goldwing almost better though. Like it's just bam. But this is also very pretty in a more subtle way, and it's a brighter color down here than up here. It's a different color of Entropy. Yeah, Entropy. My brain. I'm distracted by all the things going on around us, but oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have 2 sweaters past sleeve separation. The third one will be next week. I'm so happy I redid the color work in here, holding the white, the cream color, the ivory in my left hand, because it really makes it pop. I have no idea how this goes, how the mic is doing through this, but you know, the other mic was doing fine. This one, we'll see. And I might have to edit out your conversation. Oh, it's funny. We're learning so many things, and there's a little bit of texture in here, and it's just like, okay, so, and I don't know how much is being picked up by this. We got little bracelets from Katrinkles to hold stitch markers, and I've got a bunch of stitch markers at the ready on it, just for fun. And I'm thinking the weight of this, the neck is not necessarily going to stay a turtleneck. It's probably going to pull out more like this when I wear it, when I have more weight of the sweater on it. I'm so excited. So, lots going on today, and we need to get ready to go and not keep our customer waiting super long. We've had so many people show up early today. What is going on? But tomorrow we will do a VSC, an actual VSC, and we probably have already talked about the yarn. We'll talk more and tell you more about this yarn. Liz has been testing it for us. We have some pros and cons to be aware of with this beautiful yarn that we will talk about tomorrow. But tonight we have virtual sit and stitch. That is on Zoom from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. You get in with the shop phone number.
828-877-3550.
Tomorrow will be the VSC. And then Thursday is Dear Becky and Lizzie. If you have questions for us, you're going to email
Liz@sundragonartandfiber.com.
And what's your last little thing?
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, comment, all the fun stuff.
We're over 1,700 subscribers. It's very exciting. We'd love to get to 2,000. Maybe we can have a sale if we hit 2,000, but it's going to take us a while to get there. So, you know, if you haven't subscribed, which is free to do, go ahead and do that. And we'll talk to you all later. All right?
Bye.
Bye.